Hey guys, I would like to give an update on my newest art project in arts and crafts, and I managed to be able to print again. I'm not gonna say from what printer because that's private and no one's business. But anyway, this is what I printed out, and it may look like Zippo right now, but I have made what I've promised I would make, and here it is. Not quite finished yet. And to describe this, if you see the little St. Mungo's logo there, I made that up a little bit, like taking cues from the actual and making it semi my own. And you know, like that medical cross, well, this one is a medical cross swan within a bone, and only the original is like crisp crossbones, whereas my style was like a T, and with the medical plus. And what this is this is something that blind or legally blind witches and wizards would get, and this is something I made up. I don't think it's canon because I looked everywhere and I don't see canon references to blind wizards anywhere except for the game Hogwarts Legacy, but that's it. And not too many blind wizards and witches. And I'm taking cues from other people that have made art. As you can see, it's still kind of in the DIY making process. But I've been, I've done it with Star Wars, I've done it with, Marvel maybe? It's been a long time, but yeah. And now I'm doing it with Harry Potter. This, which is what I'm gonna make, is, as if St. Mungos gave these flyers out to legally blind witches and wizards to teach them. Think of this as charms class for the blind, that sort of thing. And this is what I made, and this is basically, like this. I envision this being given to, like, say, before you start wizard school, like given to the visually impaired child wizard before they start school, like, be it Hogwarts, or if you're in my area, Ilvermorny. But yeah, that's what this would be. Only difference is we don't have St. Mungos where we are. I don't know what our visiting hospital would be. In the UK, it's St. Mungos, but I don't know about the American Wizarding World. Except for Ilvermorny and Macusa, Macusa. But other than that, I don't know what the American Wizarding Hospital would be, as lore is not pointing to anything specific regarding. I just get St. Mungo's this, St. Mungo's that. And yeah. But anyway, I am doing this. Sorry for not using my tripod this time. But move out of the way. But I'm doing the method that a dude named Wizarding Workshop does, where he stacks them all neat like this. Only difference is I'm doing it a different way because I cannot see good. Visually impaired artists, so forgive me, Danny. But anyway, he basically said in his tutorials, now this is not his idea, this is actually my idea, like how would a legally blind witch or wizard, navigate, because in the wizarding world, things are very different, like from rules to how you spend your time, how you have fun, looking at you, Quidditch, and listening to, you guessed it, tunes. Rock on, Weird Sisters. Like, yeah. But anyway, I have to say, Myron, like the lead singer Myron, he's the wizarding equivalent to Michael Jackson. That's how good. Can you transport the photograph? Like Michael Jackson vibes, but wizard style. But they also read very differently too. Because our Mungo laptops will not work in the wizarding world, so accessibility, is very, very different. Accessibility for visually impaired wizards will be very different because if you hand them TalkBack and they take it home, TalkBack will cease to function, or worse yet, the cell phone will become sentient, which for them is bad. So the Ministry of Magic, and maybe Macusa too, may not appreciate that. So I envisioned how a legally blind, what a legally blind, wizard or witch might have, and that like holds it in, based on what he said. And I'm gonna, I don't know if I can see myself. I'm gonna take my magnification ruler, just serve as a straight edge, and like he says to do, line it up. But because I'm visually impaired, I will use this to help me find it. So somewhere around there. And And here it is, my finished craft. And I've yet to make a file folder like I did the Hydra one, but there it is. As you can see, in comparison to my other crafts, this one is miles better. Now this one is meant to be as if it's made by the Hospital of St. Mungos. And sorry for not showing the rest of the craft. It was really tedious and meticulous. I don't even know what time it is, but I bet it took an hour plus. This is the speculation. Let me zoom in. So there's not too much shadow. And this is what I've previewed in my community wall, I believe. Blind Wizard's Guide to Navigation Magic, and this is made to look as if it's made on parchment, hence the brown effects, and written and drawn with a quill, hence this style of writing and drawing right here, with different colored inks, I bet. Got the magic wand and the bone cross signifying the hospital logo. I'd imagine this be given out to patients who are blind or are legally blind and need a bit of extra assistance before they become first years at Hogwarts. And this is that. And this is basically what it looks like. Now if I can do this, it would open. Sorry for bumping you guys. It would open, presenting the legally blind witch or wizard to, hey, here's something to help you. Your first lesson in charms. Here's how to get around. And I like to all sighties have fun reading that, because I had fun making this, as hard as it was. I cut out the majority of me making the rest of it. It's made to look like parchment on the other side, as best as I could. And I don't mind this little rip effect right here, because that's basically what parchment is. And this is like teaching about why you're given the pamphlet and stuff like that. And it briefly says what blind first years kinda need. and it says, if this will focus, you have received this pamphlet by your St. Mungos Hospital healer to guide you on navigation magic. Navigational magic is designed to help legally blind witches and wizards like yourself navigate without physical eyesight. And this is a incantationless spell. And so the wizard or witch trying to get around doesn't have to worry about going, muttering, an incantation, and here it says navigation magic. Shows how to wave the wand, and it's large to help a wizard with minimal vision see it. And I'll let you guys see that. And it's slightly descriptive. And here we go, incantation, no incantation required, blah blah blah. And it continues on with blind first years. Blind first years, low-sighted and blind Hogwarts students will undergo magic wand and navigation training on the proper use and feel of their wand. This is known as navigation magic. Training starts at age 10. This is known as training year, and it teaches them about it. And you get the end here with approved by St. Mungos Hospital, blah blah, healer approved. And to make it a little fun, there's this tiny font that basically, I know this because I magnified it on the computer before printing, and it says that it's wand accessible, so the blind wizard who can't see at all could navigate, their wand over it, and they could get an audio descriptive, and it would be like an audio description type of charm, where like if you've seen Hogwarts Legacy and Ominous trailing, that kind. I don't know if it was that exact, but I would envision so. And this, I believe, talks about it. And it talks about blind first years, blah blah. And that's pretty much it. And it, on the back, it says approved by St. Mungos. And I made this as if it was written with both a typewriter and a quill, with different colored inks and stuff like that. And as if they written it in different colored inks with the quill and drawn the rest of the way in their traditional quill color, ink color. And this is that, and I'm pretty proud of it. It's kind of cool, and I have to say this is slightly better than what I had, all the way over there. And yeah, there you go. This is my St. Mungo's Blind Wizard guide that I have made up, and hope you guys like it.